Hello kiddos, Tanglewood Sue here, coming at you live from Tanglewood Works. Just making sure we're live here online. How are you guys doing today? We're trying something a little new today. I went on this morning and I asked some of you, sorry, it's almost busy in here. It's never busy at this time, but because I'm going live. Hey Callie, how are you, my darling? Pam, yell if you need me, honey. It's crazy. Nick, you trying to give me a heart attack? Calling me late? I wasn't late. Fancy lady. It's because I put on lipstick today. Mwah. Sorry, that light's too bright on me. I'm trying something fun today. My sidekick is not here. Accidental Agnes. So we thought the rain was going to be a lot worse. And we didn't. Hey, Holly. We didn't want Agnes driving home in the dark. All right, and someone's staying in my Airbnb tonight, so I couldn't let her stay over. And so I just didn't want her to be at risk. And we're going to get together early and go to the DC Flea at 9 a.m. tomorrow in Chantilly. So we'll come to you live together, the Sue and Agnes show. Oh, and now they're revving engines out there. What the hell? So welcome. Happy Friday night, everybody. I hope those of you in the Carolina regions are faring well. You're probably not watching my live right now, and I forgive you for that. Or maybe you needed a little comic relief when you're on somebody's roof of your house. How is that going, you guys? I don't have TV. Not by choice. I can't seem to get broadcast TV, and I don't have a radio that works in my car. So, hey Paige. So I really have no idea what's going on until I get home and turn on like Google News or something. So I hope everybody's okay. I hope people evacuated. I called my parents in North Carolina and reminded my husband to call his parents in South Carolina. So hopefully all is well. It's not even rained a drop here. I think it's not supposed to get here until around Monday. So anyway, so Agnes is not here with me tonight. I'm sorry. So those of you who need to just tune out, go ahead, goodbye, you know, whatever. I love you anyway. But I'm super glad for those of you who are here. And I want to try something fun tonight. I want to try out our new Dixie Bell. Y'all see that? Dixie Bell paint. Oh, I'm backwards. Okay, I won't try to do that again. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. We are big fans, you know, of our Debbie's DIY, absolutely, but you gotta switch things up, you gotta change things up a little bit sometimes, and I always wanna try something new. So I'm gonna experiment with this paint kind of while you're watching. Hope that's okay. I don't have a plan. All I know is somebody brought this dresser over to us last week. I wiped it down today, and I just want to see how these paints work, experiment a little with you, try out some different brushes, some different techniques, see how it compares and contrasts. It's been a long time since I used a different paint. I kind of feel like I'm cheating, but it's okay. Debbie understands. So I went live today and asked you guys to help me pick out some colors. So here's what you collectively picked out, and I think this will be pretty fun. I helped you out a little bit. This is, see if you can see that color. Holy guacamole. It's a very brown, it's a very green khaki, okay? It's not Tanglewood green. It's not as bright as it kind of looks there. With that, kudzu. Gosh, it looks very teal. Let me see if I turn that away. Yeah, that still looks very teal. It's not that teal. It's not that teal, but you guys will be able to see. All right, so kudzu and the guacamole. I'm thinking fall, okay? And we also need a bright piece today. All right, so, and then we're gonna do the muscadine, and some of you said, why don't you put some amethyst in there? I think that's a great idea. So let's look at those colors together and see what y'all think. I'm thinking that y'all have to talk to me tonight. You guys are often very quiet, but you have to talk to me because I don't have Agnes with me. Okay, do you guys like that? I like it. Hello, Wendy. I'm thinking about this for my base color. Okay, and then highlighting all of these. I always like to have, thank you, Paige. Hubby came in yesterday, got your wax, and I want to see how that piece turned out. He said that it took an entire family to hold up all the stencils into the corners. It takes a village to hold up all the stencils, but I can't wait to see how it turned out, my darling. So I always believe that if you have a pretty color, it looks even prettier. You guys have heard me talk about this with your ugly color. Okay, hear me out. I think this color on its own, I don't think it's that pretty, but I think it's an awesome color. She's just painting. Bring me some guacamole. And I'm drinking alone. So I don't think this is a very pretty color, but I think this is a super pretty color, and I think this is a pretty color, and I think this is a muted, just a muted red neutral. So I think when you put something like this with this, it makes your purple go from, Agnes, I miss you, but it makes your purple go from whoo to bah. Okay, do y'all get what I mean by that? Okay, so put your ugly color next to your pretty color. So here's what I did also to pick the colors. I went on Pinterest. So some people go on Pinterest to look up the colors that they want to use so they can get inspired of how other people have used them. I went on Pinterest to make sure no one else had this. I put in guacamole, only guacamole, and then I immediately put in muscadine. It's not out there. Have you guys done it? Have you guys put these together? You're not late, Agnes. I'm just yapping. So I deliberately wanted to choose colors that had not been done or overdone. I mean, let's face it, everything's been done. But we always try to reinvent it, right? Okay, so let me tell you my arsenal tonight. Paint Pixie brush. They're growing on me. I told you guys I loved using them, but I hated all the bristles coming out. But I think I've attacked it so much that it stopped shedding. I am still shedding. One of my, a volunteer was working with me the other day. She's like, Sue, you have pretty hair. Why don't you ever put it down? I said, if I put my hair down, everybody yells at me because I shed like a dog. I mean, here. Okay, there, it's down. It is, yeah. I mean, I like my hair, kinda, but it sheds so bad. Look, yeah. I mean, it's like a small animal is in the tub after I leave. So a small red-headed and white-haired animal. So I can't wear my hair down that much. I just can't. Well, that's attractive. Okay, so what do we have? Brush. They're not clean. Of course they're not clean. Okay, brush. Roller. Is Dawn here? I knew Dawn's gonna yell at me for having a roller. Big roller. Thank you. Thank you. Sprayer that Agnes gave me, and big sprayer that Agnes gave me. I found that the big sprayer like keeps going long after I need water, so I needed the little one. Shop towels and my palette board. All right. Oh, and guess what I ordered this from Jennifer Ferguson. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for. I know you guys are fans of many of you watch. I'm gonna have to keep switching because I need a pad to sit on. It's rubber, and I think Dawn or Melissa told me that it was for adding like droplets. I don't know what it's for, but I'll tell you what it's cool. Spreading the paint. Yes. Watched my friend Kristen with She Paints. She did a great job teaching a class at Jane's Reliable last weekend, doing a lot where she was using the trowel technique, where you're really getting kind of that rough look. And I thought, I bet I could do something with this. So it's for applying texture medium. Yes, that would work. I'm not going to do that today though. All right, so let's talk about prep. Now, tonight we have 45 minutes because I'm going to try to actually go out and see friends I haven't seen. Through the stencils. Great idea. I'm going to go out with some friends tonight, and they're picking me up straight from here, so I can't go over. But I want to talk a little bit about prep and what I've done. I've just wiped her down and done a little bit of a sand. She didn't need much. She really didn't. If I'm doing a custom piece and they want something else done, hey, Pammy, yes. When you're gonna set, can you throw me a sanding sponge?
A what?
A sanding sponge? Oh, hey, how is she? Did I fix it good? I'm so sorry. I should have asked you. This guy, Michael's picking up his custom piece, and I looked at it and I went, no, I'm going to leave the handles. We were going to do them gold, but I think I'm going to leave them like this. But I didn't actually check with my client. So, you know what? You were right. They look better.
Yeah,
it pops. It pops. So enjoy, my dear. Enjoy. There are a few places I see that are a little bit shiny. So all I'm going to do is that. Now, if I'm doing hardware that is not part of my... What? In the box that says paintbrushes and sanding sponges? I tried to organize. And then sometimes... Yeah. I organize so well I can't find out my shit anymore. If I'm doing something complimentary, of course I'm going to take off the handles. If I'm doing all one color, something like that. But if I am trying to do an effect, hello, Saluki, hello. It's so nice to have you join me. I'm sorry, hon. Were they in the bin that said, she slammed back there and I'm just yapping and asking her to get me shit. She has customers. Oh, guess what we sold today, you guys? Do y'all know the big blue kaleidoscope piece? Agnes, I know you know that piece because it was the first thing that Agnes and I made together, which tells you how long it's been on the floor. I actually didn't think I'd ever sell it. Not because it was ugly, because it was probably the most gorgeous thing I have ever made, but it's probably the most out there thing I've ever made. And I just made it for me and it sold. It's walking out the door. So, booyah. It only empowers me though to go even crazier next time. So I'm gonna leave these on because I may decide to take them off. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. I know that was kind of, it wasn't like, it's not just that I made a sale today, because I make a sale every day, which is great. I mean, I'm not taking that for granted. Actually, I don't make a sale every day, but I make a sale a lot of days. But to sell something like that was very affirming. I think that's the big difference. It was like, you can go there. You can go there and get paid for it. So that felt really good. All right, so I'm gonna leave the hardware on. I'm gonna pour some of these out. I think I've shown you my entire arsenal, including my blood orange IPA. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, Nan, thank you. Yeah, I know. Well, it's been showing up in my feed a lot. And so I left to go to lunch with my sister. We had a lovely day. We went to 4 value villages in 5 miles. And we got a ton of wool to felt because we're having a really great time making the felted flowers and such. And we came back in and I see that Pam's like taking off the tag and I'm like, oh my God, she's either cleaning or whatever. And then I was like, so how did you sell it? How'd you do it? And you know, she wanted to take full credit, but she's honest. She's like, he walked in and he said, my wife just saw this on your website and told me to come get it right now. Sometimes you have to work so hard to sell something, and then other times it's like, my wife just told me to come pick this up right now. Okay, so my parking session expires. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's see here. Now you guys make sure you can see me tonight, okay? I'm gonna try to, and I've got a lot of lights turned on so that, there we go. And I'm gonna have to kind of go left-handed here. I'll flip around. All right, so it's got a few little drip spots here. I'm not too worried about that. I did make sure all the drawers are working. Now, if I were doing this in my studio, you guys, I would flip this over and I would paint the underside first. But this is an experiment night, okay? So I'm breaking the rules for you. Because also I don't know how this is gonna respond. I love that this has all these curves here. I'm excited to see it too, Tina. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Just using, these are drywall sponges, okay? I would also usually paint the side or the back first. Again, for the sake of my live studio audience, we're not gonna play it safe. We're just gonna jump right in. and go. Now, anybody who paints with me knows that everything I do is a base layer first anyway. So what I'm doing tonight, we may end up with an effect that we really like, but it doesn't mean that this is going to be our final effect. Okay, I think we have enough here to try. So now y'all know I like to put on lots of different colors. Who's in the audience? There's a lot of people in here. Well, I'm having everybody coming and picking up all the pieces they bought. Rafiki's mom. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna go light to dark or dark to light. I don't know. Do you have a vote? Do you guys have a vote? Kind of feel like this needs to be up here. Let's see. It's coming off very green, you guys. And it's really not that green. Okay, but I do like it. I'm getting nice coverage. And I also don't know how long this takes to dry. So I don't know how much I can blend. Yeah, I'm gonna experiment with you guys so you can see. I think what we'll do is we'll focus maybe here and here so you guys can see. Pammy? Damn it. Is there a customer who could bring me something? The little blue step stool, I can't feel my feet. What? Your blue step stool I bought you, I can't feel my feet sitting on the floor. I'm too old. The little blue one. Is it right there next to you? It's okay, I can wait. I don't need to feel the blood. Okay. What? Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay. All right, so definitely can't quite get, it's not gonna be my first coat's not gonna be my cover coat. That's okay. We don't need it to be, but I do like the way this goes on and it is that color. What do you think? So what I like to do, for those of you who paint with me, I like to have all my colors on the plate. So I'm pouring these out. Here you go. You are so awesome. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can sit up here. I thought I could sit on my, oh my God, that's so much better. Okay, let's lift you guys up. You are so sweet. What's your name, honey? Fiona. Fiona, thank you, Fiona. Oh, this... the aviator hat. Yay. Oh, the aviator hat? Yeah. Oh. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna put the kudzu down here because I kind of just want to see how these go together, you guys, before I even really develop a plan, a real plan. So I got, and I'll show you how these all look on the plate together too. And it may end up being that like one is really just the tippy top. I want to see how they blend. All right, and so when you're doing stuff like this, you guys, don't worry about your bottom layer. It's just your undercoat. So this is where you can experiment and play. I'm using Dixie Bell. This is my first night really using it and blending with it. I've used it on furniture, excuse me, I've used it on upholstery and I've played with it a little bit, but I used it on upholstery and I was sold. So here's my plate, here's my palette plate, okay? So, okay, so it's already feeling thicker, you guys, so that's a good sign. So I'm gonna just dip in right here to the screen because I want to see how it blends. Oh yeah. Okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Okay, so can you guys see that? That is nice. Now, if I were doing this with Debbie's, what I would have done is done a base coat first and kind of let it dry. And then gone from there. But I really just wanted to see how these worked. You're so sweet, Jan. So I want to try the muscadine. Are y'all ready? I want to try it. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. That's going to be really nice. Let's look at it alone. It's much prettier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of brown. What do you think, you guys? Okay, here's what I want to try. Y'all ready? I want to try what happens. I'm going to tilt down so you guys can see what I'm doing. And also, we have this really beautiful rich blue behind it. I'm going to put this on the bottom. So what I do to clean my brushes when I'm painting like this and experimenting is I'm literally just like, I'm just wiping them off. I just use paper towels. I don't mind a little cross-contamination. Okay. I'm gonna put that muscadine on the bottom. I do tend to like heavier tones at the bottom. I just love hearing stealing money while I'm on a live, Pam.
It's not stealing, you can talk about it.
I don't know what's going on in my store tonight, but there's lots of laughter, so that's all that matters. Okay, yeah, this is... All right, I'm digging this color. What do you guys think? Let me scooch down here so you guys can see it a little bit more straight on. Is that good? Add the purple. Okay, I'll add the purple. All right, so what I'm thinking, you guys, put this on. Hold on, I'm gonna put the purple on 1 second. I wanna put this on and let it dry just a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys, this color is so pretty. Now you'll notice here, this is different. I noticed that as I was cleaning it. I am 99.9% sure that I have a piece that's going to match this perfectly. So I'm not going to worry about it. And if I have to, I'll go find another one. Or I'll make one. With my girl Agnes, we've been practicing our mad skills in mold making. So we'll take this and we'll make a mold, and then we'll make a resin, and then I'll paint it. There you go. Okay, check that out. I'm ready for the purple too. You guys want to see the purple? All right, I'm gonna wipe this off just a little bit so we see what happens. Okay. Here she goes. Wait. You've guys got to come down and get closer. You've got to. You just got to. You don't need to see me. Come on in closer. Ready? Hell yeah. You guys, look at that.
So wonderful. What a treat for the house. Yes, there you go. Yeah.
It's magical. It's magical. So I'm hitting this curve. I don't know if that's how I'll end up doing it, but like I said, this is my first coat, so I'm not gonna worry. I just want to see, like the commercial says, I just want to see how it blends. That's it. How's it blend? That is so pretty. So these two are definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. So I'm going to take the muscadine. I'm going to pour some more here. Hope I'm saying that right. That would be awful if I wasn't. Okay. This is covering really well, you guys. This red. I do find it very interesting, you know, what covers and what doesn't. So let's keep getting that in there. I think this is a really good base. And then what I want to do, tell me if you guys want me to try anything. It adds a highlight. I just made some molds using hot glue. Oh, that is brilliant. I can't read your whole quote, but I want to read more about that. So I'm going to spray this out just a little bit because I am getting a lot of color here. I'm gonna keep... Hey kiddos, how are you tonight? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna come back in here with our holy guacamole and just blend that in here. Yep. You can even come down just a little bit, maybe. What do you guys think about that? Blending that down into here. And, you know, once this dries, you know, it won't completely become one with it. You know, we can kind of keep trying that. But I don't mind it. Now I am seeing my brush strokes here. You know, excuse me, for the first layer, I'm totally okay with that. I personally don't want to see them all the way through. But if I start going like this with this paint, the way I do Debbie's paint, I'm pulling it off as I go. So I don't want to do that. So we need to get this first layer on there before I can kind of do my smush and mush, as you guys know I like to do. But while this is kind of drying and playing, I think let's see what happens. Oh, that's nice. Using different tools. Okay, let me pull this back up again. There we go. Let's see. Is that light better? Oh, that's too much. And that's maybe not enough. I've got the natural light from the window. All right, so I just want to see what happens with this little guy. Ready? Now that's pulls right off, but here's what it also does. When I go really light, I'm gonna have to get a close-up of this. When it's wet and I go really light, it's creating like almost like a plaster. I know you guys can't see that too well. You'll have to trust me. But it's pulling it so gently that it's literally kind of getting rid of all those brush strokes. It's not working well in the corner, but it's also too wet right now for me to pull that off. So we're just gonna have to be more patient, which I'm not good at. But these colors together, these are working really well. Do you guys want to see a little of the blue down here? Once we go, yes, I think so. I think we can make that. All right, so I'm very much liking the kudzu as it blends into the guacamole. That's really nice. And once I get this first layer down, I can go in and do my zhuzhing more. I think I'm just gonna kind of get that down. And then, okay. But I want to see what happens. All right, we've got the purple down here. I want to see what happens with this kudzu. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I just want to see. We'll just do a little bit right here. I don't hate it. It's kind of this, can y'all see that? It's lighting it up just a little bit. It's just kind of an interesting, it's like a, I don't know, almost like a silvery mud. I really don't hate it, but I like this much. I like the purple definitely over this. All right, so it's starting to feel a little thick as I do this, which is good. Because if this paint took too long, I would just get too impatient with it. I really would. Y'all know me. I'm just gonna pull up the purple. And then so I'm gonna go in all different directions just to get this base layer down. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but this is different than I normally paint because I don't know how this paint works. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it. But I do like the way we're getting this whole blend down to here. What do you guys think? So let's try a couple more things. Let's see what happens if we spray a little bit on here. And then I want to see, this is how I usually like to blend. Yeah, man. All right. So the good news is that it will blend for me, but I don't know yet if it will reconstitute for me. Okay, do y'all know what I mean by that? Those you guys who like furniture painting out here. Will this, so if I mush this in really hard, and then I put a little bit of, if I spray that. Now, if this were Debbie's paint, this would reconstitute back up again. Okay, it's kind of doing that. You know what I'm digging, you guys? What I'm digging here is that what I see is what I get. And those of you who work with Debbie's Design Diary and other paints, or other really chalky paints, you know that sometimes you have to wait for it to dry for you to see what you're getting. And as I'm painting this, I'm not having to do, pull back a little bit, a deeper candle burning on top of the dresser while you're painting. It would, I can't read it. I can't read the whole thing. You would have to you kind of have to do a double guess. Like, is it light enough? Is it dark enough? Is it light enough? Is it dark enough? That kind of thing. So, I'm gonna leave this be, and we're gonna come back to it. So, I'm not gonna paint this like, a Draper candle. I gave one to one of my girlfriends as a housewarming present, and oh my gosh, she loved it. Dalen's working on more. You guys, I lost my candle recipe book. I lost it. I did find it, but I lost it for like 2 weeks. And I've been sniffing candles, just going, oh God, is that fireside or firewood or fire crackle? I don't remember. I found it. So Draper is safe. Safe. There's so many scents in Draper. And I know, Nick, that you would have smelled the difference. You would have smelled the difference. All right, so see what happens? My brush isn't totally cleaned off. And isn't that cool? I like that. Hey, Pammy, are you busy?
What do you need?
I'm just being a bitch. I wanted you to come see what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Pam just got slammed as soon as I went live and I didn't help her. Not only did I not help her, I drove her crazy asking her for things.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a good idea.
What is?
I'm trying to think what to do with mine at home.
Oh. So, no, I mean, it's blending really well. Look, I didn't catch that.
Oh, yeah. We've got them at the store.
At the warehouse. Yeah, I think you're right.
Almost exactly the right one.
I'm almost, yeah.
I meant to mention that to you. I apologize.
That's okay. So how'd we do? What'd we sell over there? My God, anything? Or was that just a lot of party going on?
We sold the greatest sideboard there.
Oh, we sold, which ones?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I'm so happy for her. That's one of our consigners, you guys.
Yeah.
So I tell them, you know, you've got to be here. You got to put your energy on it. And she's picking up steam. So that's 3 pieces in a week.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.
Well, they had your coupon. If you said something Florence or something.
I said for only Tanglewood items.
Oh, I didn't see that. Well, there you go.
There you go.
They got a 10%.
That's all right.
They
We'll
didn't
figure
tell
it
me.
out. We'll
I
figure it
said,
out.
oh, she didn't tell me about this. So they pulled it up on their phone and I said, oh, well, I know it's for the 15th and 16th, but I hate to be a Grinch.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't tell you because it wasn't for today.
Yeah.
They worked you, Pam. They got 10% off a piece that they weren't supposed to, and on the day before the sale.
Yeah.
That's
and
okay.
Don't worry. They paid full price for it, so then I had to do a return and take the cash, and I had to find $66 somewhere between you and me to reimburse them.
I hope Tina's not watching this right now. I really hope she's not watching this right now. Such is the life. But you know what, you guys? Who cares? We made a sale, and they're happy, and they feel good, and it's a few dollars off. And if we have to, we'll eat the money. But that brought them in.
What?
If they knew it was 10%, because
Yeah, no, it did. It brought them in. Yeah.
job done. Okay, I'm happy. I am loving this paint, Pam. Look at that. So this is all of it mixed together. Doesn't that look like a pewter, like a purple pewter? I'm having so much fun, but I'm gonna have to wrap it up pretty soon, you guys, because I gotta get cleaned up and I gotta help Pam.
It's 7:09.
It's 7:09. I got like 5 more minutes. Is there anything else you guys want to see me do? I mean, with paint. So, if any of you guys are local, I'm going to go. Agnes is picking me up at 9 o'clock. And we are going to the DC Big Flea. I am going in search of this guy who I got a lot of silverware jewelry from last year. It was the best we've ever gotten. So, of course, I lost his card. But I found him at the Big Flea. And please, fingers crossed that he will be there tomorrow. All right, so here's the thing. Do you like it better? Put the brushes and rollers in the sink to sew. Okay. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. Do you like this amount of green fading out, or do you like this? Should I go up a little further? What do you guys think? DC Big Flea. Yes, Paige, we are going tomorrow morning. We're going to go early. Agnes is coming over at 9. because I need to be here. Things are picking up and I need to be here to help sell tomorrow at the store. And it's Hyattsville Porch Fest, and I kind of want to hit that tomorrow if I can. You know me, I want to try to do way too many things in one day. I'll have to look at this tomorrow and see what I like better. I definitely like, see which gradation. I wasn't going to do a gradation, but I'm kind of digging it. More green side. You like this one better? So bring the green down. I can do that. Middle. I'm going to put some more purple on the bottom. Oh, and, okay, so I'm going to keep working on this. You know, I'll pop in, show you guys pictures of what I do, so you can see how this is progressing. So, do you guys like... Oh, shoot. I just broke it. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. Hold on. Oh, I didn't break it. Stop yelling at me, Facebook. All right, I did break it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get going anyway. Bring up the blues and purples. Okay, I will do that. Yeah, I think, so let me show you guys here close up. How's that? So, oh, sorry, the light change, you know, blues and purples are hard because as soon as you don't have that contrast color, iPhones just kind of change the color on you. But that's the bottom. Pulling up, getting into the red tones, and then the guacamole. Why don't I flip the camera and try that? That might be easier. Okay. Ugh. Okay. And it's getting dark in here. All right, so there we go. Now you can see, that's pretty true to color. And I'll probably not be too literal. Like I kind of like the way there's just this patch, this random patch of the colors. I mean, I'll blend it more, but I'm really digging the purples on the bottom, bringing those up, bringing these down. It's a nice blend, you guys. It's a nice blend, all right? So, Paige, you like the middle better with more green? You know, it doesn't have to be the same all the way across. So maybe I'll just have it be not so literal or so lateral. You know what I mean? Like each one doesn't have to match. Okay, so here's the mess I've made, and then this is also what I'm gonna use, you guys. Let me see if I can pull this up with one hand. No? Okay, hold on.